Welcome back, guys, and we're still playing this Wolves deck. Hopefully we can continue on our winning streak. Even though I'll keep this hand, it's got Cultivate and Hellgeist. But yeah, I mean, I've played 5 pre-matches to this, and I've seen nothing but blue and red, usually with another color as well. But I've seen literally like nothing but them. I haven't seen. So yeah, basically every deck has had a minimum of what's it called? Blue and red. So is it? This guy isn't running Is It, so I'm a bit shocked already. I was just thinking about this before. It's quite funny that this is the first game where we've got complete customization. You still see the same cards, like the same decks over and over again. But yeah, that's a discussion for another day. Didn't draw my land, so I'm getting a bit worried now. If he blocks here, I'll be over the moon. But I'd really need to see that third land, and then my hand really kicks off here. Now Wandering Wolf comes down, and obviously a Lone Missionary can block if he chooses to go down that route, which I'd be fine with. It keeps him from attacking me. Dark Sealing, he's ramping. I really hope I'm ramping next turn. This hand was reckless, but I do think it works. So this guy's... Oh, I really wish you were a land. I mean, I could swing all out and pump my Young Wolf by 2, but that's just ridiculous. So yeah, I mean, I run 24 lands. I'm 10 cards deep. I should hopefully see one soon. There's one land in this hand absolutely goes nuts. I get Arbor Colossus out, I got Hunt the Weak out. This guy's got all the defenders in the world, but I'm going to be pinging him for 2 a turn because he won't want to block my Young Wolf. He's obviously on 26. Oh, thank God. Okay. Probably shouldn't have played that first. In fact, I know I shouldn't have played that first. But we will... You know what? We'll swing with the wolf as well because we've got bigger wolf over here and an Arbor Colossus, which if we had anything, we'd rather play on that. I hit him for 2 this turn. He could counter this Cultivate, which would be absolutely devastating. I'm gonna have to risk it. He's down to 3 cards in hand. And there we go. 2 more lands, which are so needed right now. Hunt the Weak doesn't gel particularly well with Young Wolf because it stops their Undying kicking off. So, I'm not going to probably Young Wolf this guy. I mean, he hits me for 2 here. He should have hit me for 2. Don't know what he gains by not attacking there, because if he blocks, I'm 100% fine with that. He could have board wipes, so I do have to be careful around that. Okay, so I'm assuming he has a board wipe here. He definitely has counters. Well, he didn't counter last turn if he did. So I'm going to jam this guy anyway. I've got Hellgeist if he does counter this, which he doesn't. If he has the board wipe, I get a 2/2 and I'll have Hellgeist the turn after, with Primal Bellow in hand, which is pretty good. He is dropping Sheoldred, so I'm going to have to Primal Bellow and Hunt the Weak. So I'm actually pretty fine with that because I get a 2/2 and then kill his creature if I have the mana for it, which I do. Okay, Young Wolf. Yep, Young Wolf sacrifice. So this is literally the only hand you can hope for when they play Sheoldred. It's the only way you can deal with it. Okay, so first things first. Primal Bellows this guy. So I'm going to hit him for a massive amount of damage here. Hit him for 13 and kill his Sheoldred. 15 actually. So I knew he was gearing up for something big there with the way he was blocking, that's why. But Sheoldred's in the graveyard now, which is pretty good. I've got a 7/7, which gets around Sheoldred pretty well. He could just jam another problem. Well, Wall of Omens stops one of my wolves, but he needs to block the 7/7 if he doesn't have any more creatures. So we might have got through this, which is literally the first time my deck has beat Sheoldred. So I'm absolutely fine with that. He has to block the 7/7, like otherwise he's dead. So fine with that. What's he gonna do? Rescue from the underworld? Bollocks! I'm gonna have to play out here. I still think I'll win. Okay. Drum this guy. I can sack this guy. Shoulder's trigger won't go off this turn. I really didn't want to see a second shouldered. I'll say that now. Luckily his trigger doesn't go off. He does draw a card. I don't think I'll win this still. Angelic Edict, I definitely don't win this. I need to draw a Primabello. Because he's gonna sacrifice one of my creatures on my turn, but he doesn't get a creature back from his graveyard. So I have to get losing Young Wolves here. Shouldered is so good. Wandering Wolf is not what I need. I just need to start absolutely trying to dig really far into my deck. Terra Stomper is not going to be enough. Okay, so if I swing in here, absolutely nothing happens. Really I'm in trouble, basically, because he's going to start getting creatures back from his graveyard. Shoulder just wins games by itself. It's as simple as that. I've dealt with it once, which is all I could ask for on this deck, and this guy's got loads of removal. I'm still okay, because one buff spell and I win. Well, not one buff spell, but he knows he should sit back here because, well, I personally would have sat back. As now, if I do, because the longer this game went on, it was advantage him at this point. Come on, buff spell. Okay. Prey upon. I'm so lucky if this works. Okay. That was such a good draw, but I did dig fairly deep into my deck for it. Swinging here does nothing. Okay. If he's got another rescue from the underworld or something like that, I'm dead. Because I've absolutely played out this deck's capabilities to deal with shouldered. Can't even click on my graveyard, I'm not shaking that much. Okay. Wandering Wolf is pretty useless. Okay. Swing all out. He's going to probably rescue from the underworld to block the damage. That's the fear right now. Okay. This buys him a turn. Don't have the other rescue. Oh, come on. There's 2 in the deck and he's only 20 cards in. I do think he still dies here though, so I'm fine with that. Trample is a bitch. But come on, there's no need for him to have the second rescue in the underworld. That was just uncalled for. Opponent wasn't happy because he left before the triggers resolved. I mean, he could have sat the extra 2 seconds. And yeah, let's play a guy. I love this game. I really hope I get into this lobby. Because he'll probably just like start shit talking me saying he hates this game. But yeah, we're in. Let's hopefully he readies up. But yeah, I mean my deck could not like that. I got so lucky there. But then again, he had 2 rescues in the world, so I'm gonna say we had equal luck. This hand is terrible. Well, not terrible. It's not good. Let's put it that way. I can do better. This deck can do better. I play first. Oh no, this hand's really solid if I drew land, but I can't keep it. This hand's gonna have to do. It's not the worst hand. It's got no late game going on, but I do have a turn 1 and a turn 2, and I've got 4 lands. So, but yeah, I mean my deck could not deal with shouldered any other way than what I did there. You have to prey upon with a big creature or buff a creature and then prey upon it. That's as far as it goes really. Well, this guy can block my Wandering Wolf if he chooses to go down that route. Elvish Visionary is pretty good here. Draws me a card and it's an early card, so I'm happy with that. 2 rescue from the underworlds and 20 cards. I'm calling bullshit on that. If that was a computer, I'd be having an aneurysm right now after yesterday's video. I mean, you missed a match earlier on today, which is not going up because for some reason my audio fucked up, which was a shame because it was you would have heard me rage like no man's raged before. I was playing a guy who was playing mono green, and we had a good duel. It was a good match. It was a nice end to a video, you might say. And what was I going to say? Yeah, and we got to the point he was on 1 life, and I had 2 creatures, and he had 1 creature. It was his turn. He just enlarged, and then didn't attack him. He said GG, and then he left. I've mistold this story. But basically, he did that play, and then next time I hit him and took him down to 1. He had 0 cards in hand. The next 2 turns, he dropped a Pelika Worm, followed by a Sanguine Bond, followed by another Pelika Worm, and won that game. And you're telling me the computer doesn't draw what it wants? That's all I'm going to say. I'm still calling conspiracy on that. This guy is horrible because he picked up too many Squadron Hawks and discarded. Why? That's just so stupid. Why didn't he pick up the extra one if he was just going to chuck it away? It's like, it does say as many cards as you want. It doesn't say all the cards. So, I mean, I question that decision by my opponent. I will just trade with his 2-1 if I do get that far. Wow, I'm practically playing green aggro right now, despite running a fairly top-heavy deck. Brimaz would just ruin my day here. A Tendonite is also pretty shitty. Although, eventually I'll be able to hunt his prowess. My 2-1 and just fly past it. But obviously the 1-1 he's got on the airs is not great. I mean, this guy's made one horrible play, but it doesn't mean he's terrible. It just means he's made a terrible play. Which is... I can't swing in here, so I'll just play this wolf, and then pass turn to him, and then hopefully draw a land off the top, and then I can draw 5 cards. In an ideal situation. Hopefully he doesn't swing with a Tended Knight. Well, yeah, I mean, hopefully he does swing with a Tended. Okay, I've lost. Why that guy, not your Tended Knight? I suppose it doesn't really make a difference. I need to... I don't even know what I need to draw. I've lost this game, basically. See what I draw. Elvish Visionary is not a land. I'm on like a 2-turn clock. So I don't even know what I need. There's the land. So, I mean, I've got a fog. So it's not the end of the world yet. I mean, there's no point me swinging in, losing 2 creatures for like 2 damage. I probably will fog this turn because I am taking 8. And then it buys me a turn. I'm still only going to be bought 1 turn with the fog no matter what happens here. Hopefully he overcommits. He's overcommitted here. I mean, I don't even know what I need to draw, to be honest. I'm still completely dead. But Hunter's Prowess will give me that chance of drawing what I need. Even though I need a miracle, so this match is over. He gains 10 life as well if he swings with that enough, so... Arbor Colossus doesn't even save me. It does, because if he drops a land, it just blocks a turn. And I won't even have the mana to cast it, so I need to... Hunter's Prowess here. Well, there's the land I needed. I need to Hunter's Prowess, and then... draw Fog in my next 5 cards. Which I've only got 1 more in the deck. What do you plan on doing here? You could have... There's nothing you can do with 1 white mana that could have killed my creature. Well, I can see why this guy loves the game. His white aggro deck has beat mine. And yeah, we'll see what happens. I draw 5 cards. Righteous Blow doesn't even kill me. So you're hitting me for 2 for no reason. See, like, this guy, he's not the best, but he's won. So fair enough to him, he's doing something right. And I did draw nothing that would save me. Wish I'd drawn that Primal Bella before. I'll say GG, I'm obligated. Even though I don't think it was, because he drew too many Squadron Hawks and had to discard. Now he's playing out for no reason. Like, there's no reason to play the Banisher Priest. I don't care if you've got a Banisher Priest. This game wasn't intense. Like, if it was the last minute and you played out, I could respect that. This game, you dropped a Armored Ascension 1, which beats all green decks. This guy's not going for the evens, which is disappointing. But you can't win them all, that's what I'll say. So we have lost the second match. And hopefully we can win the decider, because I feel like playing a decider. Let's play Archimede 72, because that would make him 28, 38, 42. So unfortunately he doesn't dislike us. Let's play... No, we're not playing that guy again. His deck is too fast for mine. Armored Ascension just wins games. So far both my opponents have just played a single card which just says win game in Shieldred followed by Armored Ascension. If you're playing mono green they just say win game. This hand is pretty good. I play first, absolutely fine with that. I've got removal, I've got 4 drops and 1 mana off, being able to play the heavy side of this hand. And I've got card draw, so I should be able to see a 4th land by turn 4. This guy's running 60 cards, so he's playing Rakdos, which means Shocks and Tribute to Hungers are a thing. Terror Stomper is good against his deck as long as I've got one of the creature out. And will we see the 4th land? We haven't seen 4th land yet, we've seen just 2 bombs off the top, which I'm not happy about. I mean, this hand just gets really going if I draw lands. And there's a Bloodgast, so that's not fantastic. If I can get Hurt Beast out, I'll be fine. Wandering Wolf is not Hurt Beast, but it's a decent draw still. I'm going to have 3 chances of drawing land, so... Because I drew a card and then... I mean 4 chances, actually. Because I drew a card with Hellish Visionary. So, you should see a land within the first 4 cards of your deck. Either way, I'm pinging this guy for 3 a turn, as long as he doesn't drop a creature. Which he seems to be playing Rush, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a creature. He didn't play a land, which is good, because it means he knows what he's doing with Bloodgast. See a land this turn, and then see a 3-drop, I'm imagining. Rabble Master? No, Bloodflow Connoisseur, which is... So we're playing Vampires. Hunt the Week would be so nice now. And we didn't see a land, come on. Come on, deck. Yeah, I swing all out here. That's so frustrating. I run 24 lands, we're 10 cards in, we've only seen 3. If I don't see one next turn, I'm really in trouble. Or a Cultivate. See, I mean, I've run 24 plus 2 Cultivates, so 26 good lands I could draw at the minute. Bolt of Kronos, my 2-1 or my face? My 2-1. I'm actually kind of okay with that. I'd rather we bolt that than Vengevine. I still think I'm in trouble here, just because I've got a feeling this is going to be one of them land games where you don't draw a single one. But you can't do anything about that, you have to play the game as it comes. It's my fault for keeping a 3-land hand in a hand which had, at the time it had 2 4-drops, but now it's just drawing a 5-drop and 2 6-drops. This guy sacked out Bloodgast so he could draw a card, and there's the land, so I mean, it's not over yet, basically. Because Primal Herbeast comes down to Hunt the Weak as Bloodflow Connoisseur, as long as he doesn't play a creature. Or he doesn't have Bloodgast on the field, so I might even block his 2-1 this turn, so then he can't put the counter on Bloodgast and on Bloodflow Connoisseur and keep Bloodgast. I mean, we'll see. We've kind of hit that lucky fourth. Well, not lucky. We've hit the fourth land we need. Act of Treason. He can't target my... So he's going to sack it out. But he can't swing with the 2-1. Well... Coordinated Assault, I mean if he's got Coordinated Assault I'll lose. But at the minute because I need to kill this Bloodflow before it kicks off. He's got Coordinated Assault, I lose. Well, I know he's just going to sack it out, and that makes sense. But I stop 2 damage and take 1 more. I mean he plays Bloodgast and then he could... Would he trade? Well though, because that's going to be a 4-4, so he wouldn't even need to trade. I'm in trouble basically. I need to draw land and then Young Wolf does nothing for me here. I mean, Vengevine to start applying the pressure back. That's all I've got right now. Because I can't if I tribute to if I'd Hunt the Weak there, he'd just sacrifice Bloodgast in response and dome me that way. I mean, Young Wolf comes down next turn. If he's got another Act of Treason, I'm dead. Seems kind of weird, Act of Treason and a 1-1. I think I'm dead here, aren't I? I know he's bolting my face, so that takes me down to 2 mana and 2 life, I mean. So I kind of need to see a pump off the spot. Well, he decides not to deal the 2 damage to me first, which I'm confused at. Unless he's got active treason here and just kills me this way. Yep, okay, fair enough. We've lost. You can't win them all. This guy's deck was active treason. And I still think I would have lost. I mean, if I'd hit that 4th land drop on turn 4, I would have been able to hunt the weakest Bloodful, and who knows what would happen from there. I kept a 3-lander with four costs in hand, so I mean, you keep hands, you lose games. I mean, you can't win them all. So I'm not going to get too upset. I won 1, I lost 2. Hey, I can't always upload wins. Yep, so this deck's video win streak has thoroughly came to an end. Well, hopefully we can start winning again for the next episode. I guess we'll find out for then, so thanks for watching, I'll see you guys tomorrow.